All glory to the Hypnotoad.
What up, my dudes and my lady dudes? First video of the year. So, here's how we'll do this. If you're new here, what's up? What's going on? Hi, how are you? I'm the Hypnotoad, master of both time and space. Omnipotent omnipotent space amphibian extraordinaire. Yes, indeed. Now, if you're not new, you can read the video title up there, and you know that the Shredder is the biggest hater I think we've all ever seen. Now, it doesn't matter if you're new or if you're not new. Hit the like button, and then you can subscribe, and then you'll all be a part of the infinite army, and then all will be great, grand, and wonderful. The more you hit the like buttons, the sooner more videos come out. It's like a cycle, you know? So, meantime, between time, let's get this party started, shall we?
This is exhilarating. Get excited.
Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
So for her punishment, you think he would just ground her or spank her or something? No. He decided to hang her over a giant pit of mutagen.
Cause why not?
No, bro, I've seen enough. Congratulations, you 4 out of and you too, you deadbeat trifling ass son of a bitch.
He is.
I finally found the worst dad in y'all, bro. Holy God.
You didn't think?
Even Tiger Claw was like, my nigga, hanging your own kid is crazy, not gonna lie.
That is.
She will be perfectly fine.
Okay.
Isn't that right, my precious honey bun?
Walk it off. This part 3.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
It's time for the final trial of the Shredder.
The final.
The last challenger.
This Shredder
has approached
sucks.
to be judged for that superb round table status.
Yeah.
And my God.
Because when you just say Shredder, you just know.
For one of the greatest haters of all time. And I mean this with no exaggeration.
I agree.
Top 5. Damn near GOAT status if it wasn't for this.
Nobody can hate more than the Reverse Flash. This isn't an arguing point, okay, or anything like that. Look, just so you know it's serious. Look, nobody, okay, nobody can hate more than the Reverse Flash. It's not even possible. But for sure, we give him status of top 5 haters of all time. Top 5 haters of all time, right? In the comment section.
It is none other than the 2012 Shredder. So y'all already know how this goes down. The evidence is on deck and ready to be presented. So without further ado, it is time for the finale of the Shredder trials. Exhibit A.
Oh God.
Alrighty, ladies and
ready?
gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit A.
Let's
the
go, my
genesis
dudes and my lady
of
dudes.
hatred. Now, as we know with these trials, we have dealt with some crazy cases. From the mass murdering alien to the demon that rose from hell.
That's
but
right.
now we are finally dealing with the human. But that doesn't exempt him from doing some crazy ass shit.
He sucks.
Because this Shredder is known for being the hating ass nigga. Now, to understand why this man is the way he is, it only feels right.
Now, the Hypnotoad is aware, you know, way older than you humans, as a master of time and space. Now, if you're old enough to know this Shredder specifically, you already know, you don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. But for those of you who do not know, oh, go ahead and buckle up, all right? This guy sucks. This guy sucks a lot. It's gonna be great.
To start back all the way at the beginning. So many years ago, the Foot Clan got completely washed by the Hamato clan.
Yes,
and
they
their
did.
leader,
They
Oroku Kaiji, was killed. So the only person who was left alive was a baby whose name was none other than Oroku Saki. So the leader of the Hamato clan decided to adopt him and raised him with his other son, Hamato Yoshi, aka Master Splinter. So these boys grew up as the best of friends.
Sure they
Brothers.
were.
They even served in the damn war together.
Yeah,
Look at these
okay.
boys posted up in Nam.
They're
I
so
know
cool.
nobody was fucking with this squad. And these boys was tight. Brothers
Definitely
for
not.
life, ride or die.
Oh,
But
yeah.
something happened that completely destroyed their relationship. And it was none other than a female. Oh yeah, these boys did not follow bro code. This is a bad shorty
sure didn't.
named Tang Shin came in their life. And these niggas was horny.
They was
was
whipped.
fighting and competing for her ass every day. Shredder
On the
stayed
daily.
talking shit saying, "You think Tang Shin want your sorry ass? Nah, she need a real nigga like me." All that shit you be talking and you won't even lay the pipe on the bitch. And over time, their relationship just got worse. So at first,
Got to be
Tang
joking.
Shin dated Saki, but she broke up with that nigga
Sure
and
did.
left him for Yoshi. So
Ooh.
Yoshi got up in them cheeks
Yes,
and
he
they
did.
ended up having a baby
Yeah.
and got married.
Yeah, they
so
did.
Saki let jealousy get the best of him.
Yes, he did.
could not take this L. He hated
Massive
this
L.
nigga Yoshi. Couldn't even stand being in the same room with the nigga. Every
massive-
single chance they got,
massive L.
they started fighting each other. Sparring sessions turned into full-blown scrap fest. Even their dad was fed up. He was like, "The hell is wrong with you niggas? All of this fighting over what? Coochie?" But guess
Facts.
what? Their dad's lecture didn't even work. Cause later that night, Shredder started dirty macking. He went up to Tang Shin and told her, "Tang
All
Shin,
bad.
you looking beautiful as hell today. I know you with that bum ass nigga Yoshi, but hear me out, baby. I want you back, and I don't want to be no side nigga. I want to be your main nigga." And Tang Shin is not innocent in this situation. She was entertaining this nigga.
I don't know who's worse in this situation, her or him, because WTF.
Over here smiling and shit. Like, bitch, you're married. You have another man's kid in your hands right now.
What did
are
I
you
just get finished
doing?
saying?
And guess what? Yoshi was watching this whole thing, and he was just disgusted.
I
so
would be
on
disgusted
one
too.
very fateful night, Saki figured
Got
out the
to be
truth
joking.
about his entire backstory, how his adopted dad killed his actual dad
Sick
and
burn.
destroyed his whole clan. So he
Oh.
plotted to destroy the entire Hamato clan. So later that night, he approached Yoshi and Tang Shin. So he asked Tang Shin, he says, "Shin, I'll ask your fine ass one last time. Be with a real nigga." But Tang
Wow.
Shin told him, no. Side nigga applications are closed.
You're still a failure.
So these boys
Got
were
to be
about to fight
joking.
to the death over some coochie. Absolutely
As they say, whose man's is this? Whose man's is this?
ridiculous. So they start fighting to the death and destroying the whole damn house while doing it. And while they was
very
fighting,
much.
Yoshi started talking to him and saying, "You're doing all this bullshit for some ass, nigga? Quit your yapping. You know damn well that you can handle all that ass." So the fight started heating up. Literally,
Knowing damn well she ain't got that much ass. But
Saki
anyway,
hit a
carry
candle
on.
and the house lit on fire. And the whole fight, Saki was just applying pressure while Yoshi was on the back foot. Look at this, bro tripped him and just tried to repeatedly stab this man's guts out. He was not playing about murdering his brother. So
He
while
wanted
the
to get
fight
dead.
continued, an absolute tragedy was about to happen. Saki ended up disarming Yoshi and was about to kill him. But Tang Shin comes in and
Oh,
tries to
no.
stop him, and she gets cut down by Saki, dying instantly. So Saki tried to run to her, but debris ended up falling on him and burning his face. He got turned into Darth Vader without the mask, and this was just awful. First of all, we got arson for burning down the house.
Yep.
You murdered
Murdered.
the only girl that you love while trying to kill your brother.
The whole
and they
reason
don't
this is
say
all
this,
happening.
but it's implied that their dad, Hamato Yuta, died in that house fire.
Facts.
So you also killed your adopted father. But
Yep.
if you didn't think this could get any more f***ed up,
It can.
oh boy.
Let 'em know.
Let me tell you. After he leaves the burning house, screaming in agony, he ends up finding their baby. And
What's he
him
do with the
thinking
baby?
Yoshi is dead as well, he says, "If I can't have Tang Shin, then I'll take your daughter, nigga."
Well then.
So he kidnaps his daughter and raises her as his own to be a foot assassin. And his daughter was none other than Karai. And he
Everybody gasp. Gasp. Okay.
Kept on telling
Carry
her
on.
every day.
You know the man who ruined our family, daughter? It was that vile man, Hamato Yoshi. He killed your mother.
He didn't.
This gaslights her every day that Splinter killed her mom.
Try
and
again.
he has trained her to hate him. And she be looking at this picture of her mama every day. And she be thinking, when I get my hands on that rat ass nigga, I'ma kill his ass. Not knowing that the man that actually killed your mother
Right next
is
to
your
you.
so-called father.
Uncle.
The Shredder Trials.
It's not dad. That's not dad. That's Unc. And Unc killed your mom. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Exhibit B.
Let's go to Exhibit B, shall
Y'all
we?
ready, ladies and gentlemen? I now present to you Exhibit B.
Okay.
Generational hatred. Yep. We haven't heard this term in a very long time. Not since that zesty
Dio.
ass hating ass. But
Hey,
it's
there
only
we
fair
know
to bring
hating
it
on
back
Dio now.
with this Play-Doh-faced bastard right here.
It was great.
So now we're fast forwarding to present day. So on the national news, they broadcasted a story that said there were ninjas in New York. And the
Okay.
police discovered a ninja star that was from the Turtles, and it had the Hamato clan symbol on it.
Why wouldn't
so
it?
guess who was conveniently watching that newscast that day
You
across
never
the world
coulda
in
guessed.
Japan? Shredder. He saw this shit and immediately thought in his head,
After 15 long years, Mr. Still Your Bitch finally decides to show his rat ass
Wow.
face.
This
Prepare
guy.
my private jet.
Roger, Roger. So just off of a
This
hunch
guy.
that Splinter was alive, this nigga flew from Japan all the way to New York just
why
to
wouldn't he?
confirm his suspicion. So
Of
at
course.
first he sent Bradford and Zever to
course.
investigate, but they obviously failed. And I
Yes.
swear, bro, he was so pissed off at these niggas. He looked at them and
They got
said,
their asses
How
whooped.
hard can it be to find a giant ass rat in New York? And you come to me and tell me that you got your ass beat by nigga turtles. Fucking bootleg Chuck Norris. The fuck are you laughing for, nigga? I should have left your black ass in prison where I found you, boy.
Rude.
Shredder's
Mad
not
rude.
meeting the allegations anytime soon. So now it is time for us to observe the first confrontation. Now, out of all the Shredders, this one is the smoke demon. He doesn't jump like Utrom,
Sure
and he
doesn't.
doesn't have bailout sorcery like Tengu. He's
Nope.
just gonna one-on-one
Yeah.
dog walk your ass.
Yeah,
so late one
you
night, the
catching these
Turtles will
hands.
celebrate their victory, thinking
You are
was
very
sweet
much gonna
until
catch
they
these
heard this
hands.
man yell in the distance.
Nigga turtles! Where is that rat?
Yeah, I'm with the turtles. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. Don't hurt me. I'm just kidding. It was all a joke. It was all a joke. I swear. I swear. The level of y'all about to get y'all ass whooped, you're just not ready for it.
Holy Jesus.
And this fight was just pure
Very much,
brutality.
yes.
These boys got dog walked.
They did.
Raphael came in first
He
to
tried it.
immediately get shut down and kicked into
Shut
this
up.
big ass sign,
Yeah.
electrocuting his ass. Then here come Donatello, sorry ass. Bro grabbed his staff,
Stop that.
pumped him in his eyes, then backhanded his ass.
Yeah.
Told his ass, night, night, nigga. So then Michelangelo
He sure
tried to
did get
chain him
knocked
up,
the F
but
out.
he yanks the chain and kicks this man all the way off the roof. So then Leonardo came in, got thrown. Donatello tries to hit him, but his staff cracks in half. And he just looks at him like,
You serious, my brother?
so he throws them into each other. Then he speed blitzes them and diagnoses them with CTE. These boys were cooked. So then he grabs Leo, slams him on the wall, and told him,
Tell me what Splinter is and I promise I'll let you live long enough to watch him die.
but right before he was about to kill bro, he got distracted by mutated Zever and mutated Bradford. And he looked back over and they was out of there. They ain't waste no time to dip. And I ain't about to waste time either. Time to put them charges on that ass. Child abuse ×4. Attempted murder ×4. Assault and battery ×4. Up, and let me not forget, animal abuse ×4. Yep, Peter called and said we can't let that nigga get away with that shit no more. And just so
Peter called away and said we can't let it get away with it no more. They're mutant Ninja Turtles though, so it's like, does that really count? Like, does it?
off of that 16 charges, nigga. and he beat their ass so bad, he pulled a slave. He started beating their ass in their dreams. That CTE hit them like a train.
It did.
So Shredder's main goal was to kill Splinter because he wanted this nigga in the dirt because he stole his bitch. And he was going to do it by any means necessary.
Sure
For
was.
example, he sent his so-called daughter to beat the shit out of April O'Neil in a dark alley. I mean, dog, she put her on a wall and put her in a whole wall combo. Bitch could not move. She did not know her frame data. Then look at her walking, oh, help me, just to get grabbed and get that ass knocked out.
Get your back
Child
snapped.
endangerment, my nigga. I'm hitting your ass with that. Telling your daughter to go beat the shit out of an innocent little girl just because she had connections to Splinter. Oh yeah, and then he kidnapped her just to lure Splinter out of hiding. So late one night, Splinter went to go save April just to see that it was a hologram.
Fake.
Because Shredder actually sold April O'Neil to the fucking Krang.
I'm with them up there. How they looking right now? You see how they looking right there? I'm with them. You can't. Well, you did what? You, bro. My dude. That's all that. We ain't even been here that long yet, and carry on.
Like,
carry
dog,
on.
This man just sold a child to a war-hungry alien race just to lure Splinter out so he could get his get back. So then this man started laughing in the background like,
he don't care.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself.
Please don't.
Look at him with the right hook of death out of nowhere. So 15 years later, these boys are about to have the run back.
Yeah,
so these boys start scrapping.
You said catch my
An
head.
electric wing god fist. But it got to the point in this fight where Splinter just asked him, nigga, what the f is wrong with you? You can't be this mad at me, your own brother, over a shorty. But this is when Shredder hit Splinter with the bombshell. He told him,
you took the baddest bitch I ever knew from me. So I took the only thing you had left. Your daughter, nigga.
He was like, wait, what?
This man Splinter was shook. He thought his daughter died in that house fire all those years ago. But as we know, she didn't. Shredder kidnapped her and raised her as his own daughter. So after Splinter heard this revelation, he couldn't do shit. The controller disconnected. Shredder just started whooping his ass.
Nobody on the headset, no nothing.
With God fist. But with an inch of health left, Splinter finally awoke that dog in him. That would be in any man's heart if they ever fought another nigga that did some shit to him like this. He started whooping that big metal ass, beating that ass with that wing chunk, then kicked him across the room. So right when he was about to kill this man, Karai came in and stopped him. And it didn't take long. He looked at her once and he just instantly knew that was his daughter. And he just could not fight anymore.
Do nothing.
Now here is where we just see the damage Shredder has caused with his manipulation over the years. He told Karai,
the psychological no
daughter, that is Hamato Yoshi, the man who killed your mother.
Is this nigga serious?
That part, are you've got to be joking at the top of your lungs, because you have got to be joking. Sir, the lies, the manipulation. Good job. That's top tier right there. That's top tier. Good job, good job, good job. Continue.
Sick bastard. That's all I could say. So she started snapping at Splinter. She told him, Daddy told me what you did to my mom, so I'm gonna kill your rat stinky ass.
Sick burn.
Motherfucker's just laughing behind me. Oh my God, he's terrible. So she ran at him and Splinter just left. He couldn't do this shit no more. And she was just yelling at him like, why won't you fight me, you fucking rat ass coward piece of shit?
Sick
and it's
burn.
just the look that he gives her, dog. Just the look of defeat. Your daughter has been manipulated all these years to hate you. I don't know about y'all, but I'd be sick to the bottom of my fucking stomach.
Yeah.
The Shredder trial.
Definitely not having too good of a time there. Anyway, yeah, what do we got? Oh, pretty good.
Exhibit C.
Are you ready?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You ready, comment section?
Exhibit C, the worst father of all time.
Most likely, yeah.
I have dedicated an entire exhibit to explain to you why this man is one of the shittiest dads I've ever seen. Now, is he worse than this nigga? Hell no.
Nobody And I don't think anybody can be worse than SHERDDER. There is nobody, not a character that I could think of off the top of my head, or even if I thought about it a little bit or a lot of bit, that I could be like, yeah, they're definitely not, you know, yeah, no, SHERDDER. He's the worst.
At least SHERDDER technically loved his kid, but the amount of abuse he makes his 15-year-old daughter go through will make you want to pick up the phone and call CPS in a heartbeat.
I mean,
so example 1. Now we already know that he trained his daughter to be an assassin and do dirty work for him.
Of course.
And we know very well that SHERDDER does not tolerate failure.
No.
So one day she came back from a mission and she's just doing her regular routine, coming in and showing respect for her dad. Daddy, I have completed the mission. But SHERDDER told her,
Right. I heard you had the chance to kill one of them nigga turtles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So tell me, why the fuck their bodies are not in front of me right now?
They escaped, duh. So they kept on arguing. And it got to a point where Karai decided to be a smartass. While he kept on yelling at her about how she let them escape, she yapped back at this nigga and told him, they escaped from you, didn't they?
You're just like me. Trash.
And this nigga snapped. He yelled at her like,
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
so he came down and told her,
Next time you ever open your fat ass mouth like that again, I will close that shit.
Forever.
You understand me, little girl?
I understand, father.
Now fuck out my face and go kill them green niggas.
Terrible. Now add all that on to example 2.
Okay.
His selfishness. This
mean,
man don't give a fuck about nothing else than killing Splinter, even
That's
over
very true.
his daughter's priorities. Swear to God, she came in one day and told him, Dad, life is lifing right now, and I'm just not mentally here anymore.
Little girl, do you think I give a flying fuck about your mental right now? The only thing you need to be thinking mentally right now is how to kill that fat ass trifling rat. Now get the stepping and make daddy proud.
Please and thank you.
Yes, father. Again, terrible nigga. Example 3. Using his daughter as a test subject.
I mean,
so SHERDDER made a deal with the Crane
can't be doing
to
that.
make
Can't
him
be doing that.
robotic foot soldiers. So guess who he decided to test them out on? Karai. He
Of
straight
course,
up
'cause why
had
not?
these niggas come in her room and jump her.
Yeah.
And they did not hold back. They was programmed to
They
kill
was
her.
doing
While
the
she
thing.
was
They
fighting
was
for
doing
her
the thing.
life, getting jumped by Terminators, one of them grabbed her and started crushing her wrist, and they was about to kill her. Until SHERDDER finally stopped them. So he walks in yapping like,
Looks like these robots are deadlier than expected.
So Karai was like, oh my God, I thought they were gonna kill me. But you wouldn't let them do that to me, right, Dad? And this nigga looked at her dead in the face and said,
You should be lucky the skills that I taught you over the years bailed you out. If not for my skills, we'd be having a funeral for you tomorrow.
Pretty much, because you suck.
You're not that guy.
Example number 4, denying the truth. So over time, Karai did some digging, and she ended up figuring out that Splinter was her actual dad. Because that photo that she always be looking at of her mom was ripped in half. And when she went to go see Splinter, he had the full
other half,
photo of him and his wife.
Because why wouldn't he?
Lord have mercy.
So this basically...
Why are we gasping? Why would he not have a full picture of him and his wife? That is Bae. Why would I not have a picture of me and Bae? Or just all of the whole picture? Like what?
He explained that the only photo that this man SHERDDER gave her was a picture that he ripped in half because Splinter was in it. Nah, bro, this is the pettiest nigga I have ever seen. Nigga said, oh yeah, I'll give you a picture of your mom, but first let me carefully cut this bitch ass nigga out of it. Oh my God. So she goes back to SHERDDER,
like
and she just straight up told him,
You're not my dad!
and he walked down and told her,
Damn, took you long enough.
You're a victim.
Right, you suck. Your detective skills are kind of mid.
Take her to the dungeon.
so this man just locked her up in a cell. So then the next day, he came back and said,
Karai, even though Splinter is your biological father, I am still your father at the end of the day, because I simply couldn't let you be raised by that piece of shit rat. Hopefully one day you come to realize I did this for your own safety.
Like, bro, this man is really trying to justify kidnapping her when she was a baby. This man is so in the head, it's insane.
So at this point,
so a bit of
you
time
know,
passed, and she ended up escaping. And she decided, I'm gonna sneak this man. But
Don't do
Shredder
that.
was already 2 steps ahead of her. He had a whole decoy in his throne. But then he comes out the corner like,
Little girl, did you really think that you could sneak the nigga? That taught you how to sneak niggas in the first place?
but
Yes,
Karai
she
was
thought
not
so.
trying to hear that lecture. She threw a smoke bomb and instantly dived in. But she was just hitting air the entire time. This nigga Shredder truly had ultra instinct. So then she tries to stab him, but he catches the sword. Then he tells her,
Foolish child, I taught you everything I know, little nigga, so I know your every move.
so then he backhands her like my dad did when I said my first cuss word in front of him. Still to this day, I will never cuss in front of my parents. So then he...
Yeah, little humans, don't do that. I hear saying the foul language in front of your parents, as you say, as you call them, yes. Nevertheless, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Okay. All right. Moving on.
pins her down, and it was over. All the lights turned on in the base, and he whooped her ass in front of the whole Foot Clan. So after beating her ass, he ends up doing one of the worst things any Shredder has ever done. And
I
that
mean, it's
leads us
pretty
into
not good.
example
He's not
5.
wrong about
He
this.
decided to hang her over a giant mutagen pit so
Why?
he could use her as bait for Splinter and the Turtles. This was so absurd. Tiger Claw, his right-hand man, was like, my nigga, hanging your own kid is crazy, not gonna lie.
Quiet, nigga. She will be perfectly fine. Isn't that
Yeah,
right,
she's
my
good.
precious honey bun?
Yeah, she's fine. Walk
So
it off.
Splinter and the Turtles pull
Walk it
up,
off.
and Splinter and Shredder start having a child custody battle over Karai. This
mean,
shit
'cause
went
why
from
wouldn't they?
TMNT to an episode of Paternity Court. But while they was fighting, some foot bots end up wrapping up Splinter and pinning him down. So while that was happening, Leonardo tried to jump up and save Karai. But this man Shredder jumped
Why would
up
you
to
do that?
try to hit him, but he hits the chain.
Yeah,
and
no, he
Karai
didn't try to
gets
hit him.
dropped in a
He didn't
pit
try to
of
hit him.
mutagen.
He didn't try
So
to
she
hit him.
ended up getting turned into a mindless serpent. And Shredder's just looking at her like, no! So guess what's the first thing this bastard does? He runs down to Splinter and immediately starts blaming him, yelling at him saying,
Hamato Yoshi, you did this!
Because
like, nigga, oh my God, this motherfucker is allergic to taking accountability. If we look at the instant replay, we can clearly see your big, brolicky, muscular ass hit the chain and drop.
okay, all right, look. It's all because that was the plan in the, you know, the chain of things. See what I did there? Chain of things, and it was the plan. Now, he shouldn't have did that to start off with, but that was always the plan. So now, yeah, he's very much allergic. Yeah, nope, sorry, Shredder. I tried to help you there. Shredder. And nope, you are in fact allergic to taking accountability. Sucks to suck, buddy.
Up your daughter in that pit of shit.
Why
And
would you do
start
that?
blaming Splinter? Okay, nigga. So I guess we just gonna blame him for everything now. We gonna blame him
Yeah.
for taking your bitch, killing your ex, then dropping your daughter in a deadly pit of mutagen.
Yeah.
But it's all Splinter fault,
Made her a
right?
cool snake lady.
Unbelievable. But if you didn't think it could get worse than this, let's go into our final example of Father of the Year. Example 6, brainwashing your daughter. So when he
That he
got
did.
Karai
That he
back,
did.
after finding her in the streets being a wild serpent, he decided, my daughter's been a little disobedient lately. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna brainwash her so I can control her. So
Yeah.
that's what he did. He
You'll never be
started putting
disobedient
mind
again.
control worms in her brain so he could control her every move and take away her free will.
Did you hear that? He put mind control worms in her brain. Excuse me? Like, my dude.
Lord have mercy. First ballot Hall of Famer in
Yeah.
the Worst Dads Hall of Fame.
Facts.
The
For sure.
Trials.
Because that guy sucks.
Exhibit D.
Oh my god, there's an exhibit.
Alrighty,
D.
ladies and gentlemen.
There's usually just
Exhibit
A,
D.
B, and C.
Planetary devastation. Yeah,
I forgot
we are
about
now
that.
past the halfway point in this trial, and I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know this right now. Everything after this point is just completely outrageous, if you didn't already think so in the first place.
No,
now,
it
before
is.
we get to this man's planetary level feat, we have to go over some more horrific things this man has done.
It does.
So our first case in Exhibit D is his mutilation spree. Now we already know he decided to turn his daughter into a flesh-eating snake,
shall we?
but Karai wasn't the only person he decided to mutate. Matter of fact, there's 3 others. And our first victim is somebody we all know very well. Good old Baxter Stockman. Yeah, this nigga can't catch a break. It don't matter what iteration it is.
He gets fucked no matter what.
Just gets violated. And this one is quite possibly his worst fate. So Stockman in this universe was captured by the Foot because he was trying to steal some of Shredder's goods. So Shredder decided to put his brain to use and basically make this man, well, quite literally, a slave. And if he f***ed up, well,
you know,
he can just ask what happened to his 2003 counterpart.
Right, you feel me?
So in obvious Baxter Stockman fashion, this man fails multiple times miserably. So Shredder had enough. He put a collar on him with mutagen vials attached to it. And if he pissed him off one more time, he would set it off. So one fateful night, he walked up to bro and said,
"You nappy-headed Smash Bros cut-ass nigga, what the fuck is this?"
Told you not to be messing up.
This is my duck human concept. It could swim, fly, it even knows taekwondo. Come on, master, you gotta see the vision.
Hit it with the bullshit, nigga.
So he smashed all of his shit everywhere and tells him,
"You have failed me for the last time."
So
and
he
you know what
pulls out
happens.
the trigger and is about to detonate it. So Stockman was begging for dear life, but Shredder didn't care. He clicked it. So the timer started going off, and this man started panicking, running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So the timer stops beating, and Shredder just walks away. And Stockman thinks he has been spared.
Yeah, no, that is not how that works.
The vials buzzed all over him. Pause. But yeah, mutagen was all all over his body. And Stockman's fate, this man got turned into a fly. Like, bro, what is this?
Kind of gross.
Animals, a fly? Insane work, bro. Then Shredder came down saying,
"Oh well,
look at you now, you disgusting, nasty fuck. Now be a good little housefly, or I will swat your black ass and put your guts on display. Now take some chocolate, fuck nigga."
Yes, Master Shredder. So after he made Stockman his first victim, he decided to mutate 2 more victims.
Because why not?
That was none other than Rocksteady and Bebop.
Yeah.
Now, he decided to mutate them because A, they stole his helmet one day and tried to sell it on the black market.
They sure did. They did dumb things.
They kidnapped Karai when she was a mindless serpent and used her as ransom. These boys were just asking for a death sentence. So when they finally captured them, this man Shredder came up and he could have just killed him right here. But
he could have, but why would he do that?
Decided to be merciful. He said,
"You niggas are going to amuse me. Throw them in the pit."
So first was Bebop, and in all honesty, he deserves it for rocking this whack-ass mohawk. Like, dog, what the hell is this? No fade or nothing, not even a hairline. So he gets thrown into the pit.
Definitely don't even have a hairline. That's not good.
S.I.M.P. scrubs my pants. Then they smack Rocksteady's big ass in there. And Shredder's just watching this with joy in his face right now. Look at
he's having
individual
pretty
just
much
loving every second of this shit. So when they came
out,
Bebop got turned into a ugly-ass warthog, and Rocksteady a fat-ass rhino. So they tried to retaliate because they was obviously mad as hell. So first up was Bebop.
Why not?
Nigga came in spinning on some Michael Jackson shit. Just for Shredder to speed blitz this man and break his ribs.
Literally.
On his knees look
what
like
you
he
think
just
was
ate
gonna
3 a.m.
happen,
Taco
buddy?
Bell. Then floodgates is about to open. So then Rocksteady charges at this man, but he blocks it, grabs him by the horn, sweeps him, then rolls this fat ass rhino like a bowling ball.
That's right.
Nah, bro, this is actually insane. Y'all know how much rhinos weigh, right?
Yeah.
Rocksteady is a white rhino. That
That's right.
motherfucker is at least 5,000 pounds. He just casually rolled this nigga like a bowling ball. So yeah,
Inertia
after he
and all.
mutated them,
Power
he then
of,
beat them into submission. And now they had to work for him for the rest of their lives. And with that, we wrap up our little mutilation case. Now, case 2 of Exhibit D, the 1v8. Now, Shredder has had multiple fights with the Turtles, and to be quite honest with you, the result of every fight is usually the same as always. Shredder beats the living dog crap out of them until they are on the brink of death and have to retreat. But this one, however, though, was a little bit more nastier than usual. Because instead of just fighting 4 turtles, this man got jumped by a total of 8 mutants.
It didn't matter.
Lived to tell the tale.
Did not
this
matter
is actually
at
insane.
all.
First off, the other 4 mutants that are with the turtles are the mute animals. These 4 consist of Slash, an oversized turtle that is built like Bowser, Leatherhead, a ginormous mutant gator straight out of Florida, a telekinetic monkey.
Frieza wouldn't like that.
Pigeon nigga. I don't know what the fuck this is, to be honest with you. But them and the turtles had this man Shredder surrounded. So logically thinking, you see this and you're like, oh my god, it's over for Shredder. This man's about to get jumped.
No, it's not over for Shredder.
The opposite, exactly. This man started laying hands on all 8 of these niggas. Did you just see what he just did to that fat ass gator? He picked up this 1,000-pound gator and just slammed him. This man is a Florida man. And just look at him. He hasn't even moved from the same spot. Pause and replay. He just grabbed that nigga pigeon out of the air mid-attack, chucked him across the room while still getting jumped and surviving psychic attacks. So he starts laying the feet and the hands on the ass. Replay again. Look at what he just did to Caesar. Nigga whipped his leg back, had this nigga in the spinal position, and his eyes are popping out of his sockets right now. Then throws this curious monkey along with Michelangelo and Donatello. So right after that, the heavyweights come up and try to sneak.
Now, right here. It's right here at this moment, okay? Because you would think the turtles would have warned their new compadres, you know, about like, ayo, this dude, the Shredder, he's coming, and when I say he gonna put hands on us, they're gonna be like, no, man, you know, they're gonna say stupid stuff like that. We know this. We already know this, okay? You would think that they would have warned and prepped them so they could have had a better plan other than just run up behind him and do this. Like, this is almost deserved. Scratch that. This is very much deserved. Like,
but Shredder hit these boys with the shing, shing, shing. Sent these boys packing. But wait, make some room, because here comes Nigga Pigeon. I don't even know where bro came from. He just flew out of nowhere. So while Shredder continued to fight Leonardo and Raphael in the same spot,
circle, he ain't never moved from the circle.
Moved away from this circle once.
No.
He ends up knocking both of them out, and this man just won a 1v8 with relative ease. He didn't even break a sweat, and he didn't move from the circle once. Like, that is insane. And the only reason they all ended up living after this is because a statue fell on them. And you best believe they was out of there. It may have been a 1v8, but this was a losing battle. So when they finally got Shredder out of the rubble, this man just stood there for a second just to charge up his scream. And then he just let it all out. This man was pissed. The nigga turtles.
I'd be pissed too if I was just 1v8ing everybody and then what saves them is a statue fell on me. You got hit by the statue. Like, my dude, you got hit by the statue after you just 1v8 everybody. That's my biggest problem right there. You just 1v8 everybody and you got hit by the statue.
Got bailed out once again. But anyways, charge wise, to sum it up, that's like 8 attempted murders along with child abuse and animal abuse. Like, good God, bro, this man is having a historic roundtable run. Now we get to the point where this man put the entire planet at risk multiple times. And we started off with case 3, helping the Krang invade Earth. So Shredder had a mutual alliance with the Krang, and they had a very great business relationship. After taking one of them hostage, beating them to death, selling a literal child to them, and mutually hating the Turtles. They had a very great working relationship. One day, the Krang came to Shredder with a proposal. They proposed that you help us take over New York and the world, and in return, we will help you turn your daughter back from a mindless serpent into a human again. So Shredder decided to take the deal.
That's a deal.
Because A, this nigga does not give a talk about humanity. I mean, he literally could not care less. And B, they made him another offer that he couldn't refuse.
It was a
They
pretty
were
good
gonna
deal.
bring him Splinter. So when he heard this, he jumped out his seat with joy. He was like,
Oh yeah, go on ahead. Fuck up this whole damn planet. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care,
Just
it's
bring me
cool.
that ugly ass rat.
Right now. That's all you gotta do.
One day later, the Krang Invader, they are fucking up everything. It is literally doomsday out here.
Facts,
The Krang
like big time.
out here squirting on niggas' paws. And look at his next part, bro. This poor kid is trying to protect his little sister, trying to get to safety, and he ends up running into Shredder just ore farming. That kid
Oh,
looked
man.
at him for 2 seconds and dipped out of there.
I'm
Little
outta
nigga
here.
felt that
Right, he
ore
was
and
like,
his fight or
nope.
flight senses kicked in.
He was like,
So
nah,
after
I'm
this
just gonna
man
go
put
the other
the
way.
whole city on fire and mean mugged this kid. He caught this man Leonardo lacking so hard. Leo
did.
was just out in the streets trying to help, and he ended up running into Shredder and his goons.
Not the
ready
people you need to
jump
be
this nigga.
running
So
into.
Shredder said,
Boys, cook that nigga.
so they start jumping and stomping Leonardo out. So bro tried to fight back.
Just out
and
here
my
trying to be a
God,
good
he did his
noodle.
best. But Shredder just teleports right behind him. And Leonardo knew, you could see from his face, he's behind me, isn't he?
Hi, how are you? Exactly. Just like SpongeBob was saying right there. Hi, how are you?
It was at this moment he knew.
Like,
He
did it
fucked
have to
up.
be like that? No, it didn't have to be like that, but it is. So, nevertheless, here we go.
Hey, how are you?
So after jumping Leonardo and sending him to the Shadow Realm, he ends up encountering Splinter. So Splinter straight up told him, where is my son? And Shredder told him exactly.
Oh, I just took him. Just like your daughter.
Oh, God.
And then this man just starts laughing. This is a sick nigga, dog. He will not
If you're gonna
stop
do evil
until he
things, this is
takes
how you do it.
Everything from this man. So Shredder starts beating the life out of him, throwing him into forklifts, and multiple steel pipes just dropping on him. So
Ouch.
Shredder walks up to Splinter, grabs him by the goatee. That is so disrespectful, bro.
It is. Don't
Grabbing another
grab me
man
by the
his beard
goatee.
is crazy. So he pulls out the blade, and he's like,
This is for taking my bitch, you thieving, conniving motherfucker.
but Leatherhead comes out of nowhere, straight out of Orlando, and
Yeah.
starts biting and chopping on
He's
this
not
man,
happy.
slamming him and shit. Good
Yeah.
God.
Do the death
Throws him
roll.
in the
Why
back.
didn't he do the death
So
roll?
You gotta think,
Why didn't
no
he do the
way
death
anybody
roll?
survives that.
He does.
Bro literally got ate. Like he was feasting on him. But Leatherhead,
Why was there no death roll? That's what I'm saying, Pooh. That's what I'm saying, Winnie. That's what I'm saying, Pooh Bear. He didn't do the death roll. He should have bit his ass. Okay? Like that? Yeah. And then death rolled. Alright? But instead, he did not. The fuck?
must have forgot from that last encounter they had that this man Shredder is a certified.
You don't care. Florida man.
He came up and started whooping this gator's ass. Then he just starts beating his sides in. That nigga living
Your poor ribs.
This was just
Your poor
outrageous.
ribs.
Then he runs at this gator at full speed and drop kicks him, sending this 1,000-pound gator back to the sewers. Bro said you should have stayed your ass in Florida, nigga. So after that happened, Splinter ended up getting a rage boost, and he runs at Shredder and spears him.
Of course,
and they
like,
start
why not?
falling down to the sewers. So when they fell in
They
the
start
sewers,
falling for,
the
like,
Turtles and
a
everybody ended up seeing this, but they
long
were
way,
blocked
too.
off, so they couldn't help at all. And Shredder was excited. He said,
Yeah.
This
Watch
1v1 gonna be
closely,
crazy.
kids. Pay attention to how your daddy dies.
Shredder was enjoying every second beating this man in front of his kids.
True.
So then he threw some smoke in his face, and he jumps up and tries to kill him. But Splinter
Doesn't
ends
even
up
work.
using his ult, and he ends up getting a critical hit on this man. Sent
Yeah.
this man packing into a wall. So Splinter thought it was over, and it was for him. Shredder smacked this man upside
man
the
used
head,
that Tai
knocking him
Lung
on
right
the
there.
ground, then started beating him to death. This was so brutal they didn't even show it. Then he picked up his body, walked over to the water,
said,
and
"See,
threw
you
his
taught you
body
well,
in
but
and
didn't teach you
flushed him
everything."
down the toilet in front of his kids, and they couldn't do nothing about it. And he just looked at him like,
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Y'all suck.
"You're next," and
God.
left. So the repercussions after this were wild. First, New York got completely taken over by aliens because
Mass
of this
murder
man.
and terrorism,
Second,
yes.
Leonardo became a vegetable after
Attempted
getting
murder,
jumped.
child
And
abuse,
last but not
animal
least,
abuse.
the Foot Clan ended up finding Splinter's body, and this man wasn't even the same. He was in a feral state.
Yep.
Shredder beat him so hard he broke his mind. So he decided, you know what?
Went
Instead
back
of
to
killing
original.
you, I'm
Factory
gonna
reset
lock you
this
up
man.
in a cage so I can watch you rot. And then I'm gonna restore your mind at the last minute before I kill you, so you
That
can know
part.
that it was me. This man is a sick individual. This is elite hating. I have to tip my hat to it because this is ridiculous.
I do too.
But that was
See, as you see, I can just sit here and
this man
smile.
put the planet at risk. Let's talk about the second time he did it.
He does it more than once.
That made him a top 5 hater of all time. Case 4.
Agreed.
Destroying Earth. So some time passes after the Krang invasion, and the Triceraton race decides to come to Earth and plant a bomb that will activate a black hole and destroy the planet. So the Turtles and Splinter needed all the help that they could get, even if it meant teaming up with their arch nemesis, Shredder, because the planet is literally on the line right now. So Shredder and Splinter both swallow their pride and make a temporary alliance so they all don't die. So they go off to battle and beating the ever-living crap out of these Triceratons. Shredder was murdering these niggas. Quite literally.
They was getting cooked.
So they all end up getting to Central Park, and there is a massive battle just going on right now. And they have to hurry because the bomb is about to go off.
Like
they
right
got
now.
about a good minute left.
Probably.
So Splinter ends up taking off to try to defuse it, but Shredder looked over and saw the time. And he was like, he's not gonna make it. So guess what Shredder does?
I'm gonna let that happen.
Right behind him. And when Splinter reaches for the bomb, he stabs this man.
Because why not?
The planet. Oh my God! So the bomb ends up going off, and Splinter
dies.
So Tiger Claw was like, nigga, what the fuck have you done? And
I got what I wanted.
Hamato Yoshi is dead. I could not give a fuck.
That's right. That's right.
All y'all niggas
can die
because I'm dying at peace.
That's right.
This man just destroyed the Earth, killing billions and sacrificing himself just so his op could die. And the Earth got sucked up in a black hole and went kaboom.
Let's all give that man a round of applause.
You don't need pants for the victory dance, cause Baboon's better than Weasel. IR Baboon, big star cartoon.
Okay, let's all give that man a round of applause because I am with him when he says elite hating. That is elite hating. All right, that right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ah, man.
Gotta love it.
How many people are in the world?
A couple billion.
Just caught 8 billion bodies.
Yeah, just a couple billion. Yeah.
Shredder's in the Hall of Fame. Round Table Black Air Force Hall of Famer. Now,
yeah, for sure.
Luckily for these niggas,
Shredder
they got
gets to be in.
Because good old Dr. Honeycutt came
already.
down and helped them reverse things, even though that timeline of version of Earth is just straight up cooked.
Yeah.
But in the reverse timeline, Splinter caught Shredder trying to sneak him. The bomb got defused, and Shredder got his ass whooped. Splinter cooked this man out of rage, hitting all of his vital points, bringing him to his knees, then walked up to him and finished him off. Shredder was done. Splinter left this man on the brink of death and paralyzed. And it was a mercy that he didn't kill him after what he did. But unfortunately for Splinter,
it was at this moment he
Shredder
knew.
right here
Shouldn't
was
have did
the
that.
biggest mistake he could have ever made.
I made a mistake,
What was about to happen.
Yeah,
the Shredder trials.
Yeah.
Exhibit E.
Yeah, Exhibit E.
Ladies and gentlemen,
do you see how
we have
many,
reached the final exhibit of the Shredder trials, and there is no better way to end it than with the most unhinged, monstrous, mentally unstable version of this nigga, his final form. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Shredder. So after Shredder
ready for
lost
Super
to
Shredder?
Splinter, after destroying Earth and ruining a whole timeline, he was on the brink of death. Splinter beat his ass so bad he put that nigga on life support. And his mental state is the worst it's ever been. The nigga was already delusional, but now he's literally mentally ill. So he told Baxter Stockman, "Shoot me up with mutagen." So Stockman's ass was like, Master Shredder, buzz. I don't know about that one. Shredder grabbed his throat and told him,
"You don't shoot me up, and I mean shoot me up right now."
Fucking head, nigga. Oh, yes, master. So Stockman shot this man up.
Empty the
all
vials.
the mutagen they had.
Yeah,
He
literally.
started
Empty the vials.
into a monster. Nigga grew Wolverine claws and had blades coming out his whole body. And look how he just
Super Shredder is not to be fucked with.
For the fuck of it. And this man fully transformed into the Super Shredder. This was a living nightmare. This man was already strong as hell as a regular human.
Yep.
And you gave this nigga powers?
That's right.
Good God. Everybody was fucked. So
bad.
Super Shredder's first order of business was to deal with his daughter because she took over the foot. So they pull up on the foot.
Touching my stuff
you just
and
hear
shit.
this man Shredder walking. Doom, doom, doom. With them ugly ass, nasty ass, size 25 ass feet. Nigga had the whole room shook when he entered.
Homie need a
and here comes
pedicure.
this mentally ill nigga talking about,
My daughter, I did this for you. To kill that rat that killed your mother.
but she was not having that. She said, ew, gross, back the fuck away from me. So she sends a foot ninja at him, but
That's
they
cute.
got washed, thrown around like rag dolls.
Yeah, they
so
did.
Karai and Shinigami try to attack this man. They get thrown
Cute, but no.
across the room. And my God, what happened to old girl right here is a travesty.
We
She
gotta
tried
talk
to be
about it.
saucy and shit, using these bastards camouflage and flipping and shit. So she kicks this man twice in the head, no reaction, then pulls out her knives and slices him through the heart. But then she realized, oh my God, I forgot to sharpen these bitches.
Stupid.
So after she took a hammer fist to the dome, he's about to step on Shorty with them long ass,
Toenails.
unclipped ass toenails. But Karai jumps on him with her snake form, but he gives her a right hook, chokes her, then slams her on the ground repeatedly till she
Hits
was
her with
unconscious.
the Hog
And with
Loki.
that, y'all already know what we about to do. Hit that nigga with assault, child abuse, attempted murder, everything, nigga, fuck. You still consider her your daughter, and you just gonna beat her like that?
It was
God
discipline.
Damn,
It was all
you
just
didn't
discipline.
have to pick her up and slam her on the ground.
It was just
3
discipline.
times, nigga. And then you gave her best friend the nastiest concussion I've ever seen.
She
Shorty
was
gonna have a case of
interrupting.
CTE that's never been seen before. So after he beat the hell out of them and took Karai hostage, the turtles pulled up in they raggedy ass whip, and they saw
Look,
Shredder, and
at
they
least they got a
shook.
whip.
So they tried to ram, bro, but Shredder picked up the car and threw that bitch across the block.
That's not good.
Yep, hell nah, bro. Me
That's not
personally, I'm skipping town. If I see a nigga that just picked up a 4,000-pound car that was speeding
they
down
got
the
like
road
an
at
SUV.
least
That's not
60
even a
miles
car.
an hour
That's an
and
SUV.
throw that bitch to the side, I'm out. No, bro, I value my life. So after this, Shredder decided to use Karai as bait again to get Splinter to come out of hiding. So later on, when they went after Shredder in the sewers, they ended up seeing some of the most disturbing things ever. Shredder had pictures laid out. He just started talking in the background saying,
Gaze upon these pictures, rat. Of all the things you've taken from me, you took my bitch.
Wow.
You stole my daughter.
Really?
This nigga was mentally disturbed.
Yeah,
They
now
got
at
to
this
the
point,
second
yes.
floor, and it got worse. More pictures everywhere. This shit looked like a Silent Hill level. All the pictures just being lit on fire. So Splinter kept
Good
on
old
running through
Silent
this
Hill.
maze till he finally found Karai.
That's
And
on the
she
list
was
of things
hanging from
I
the
should play.
fucking roof. So then Shredder just started walking down the tunnel.
It's a Super
and Splinter
Shredder.
was shook.
Doo-doo-doo.
He saw bro up close and he was terrified. Looking at him like, oh my God.
What do I do about this?
He did all this just to kill me? So
Yeah.
Splinter started swinging, but to no avail. This man didn't move an inch. And just off this
Super Shredder
interaction,
don't give
you
a
knew how this
fuck.
fight was gonna go. Shredder punches
Oh,
this
yeah.
man into
You know
a
how that
wall.
shit
Then while
fight
he's
is
out of
gonna go.
breath, he just curb stomps him.
Ow.
And you knew that shit was brutal because the screen cut to black. You only saw an impact frame. And it just got worse from here. Splinter tried to jump up, but got grabbed.
Where you going?
And threw this man like Hulk did to Loki, ragdolling him. Karai couldn't even look at this shit. This was a beating
isn't
of the
the Hulk
century.
first
So
Hulk
Splinter
Loki
started
we've
running for
seen.
his life, going deeper and deeper into the sewers, while Shredder was just tracking him down. So when they got down to this one part that looked like an arena out of a fighting game,
Of
Splinter
course.
tried to come out and sneak him, but he got grabbed, slammed into a wall,
Ow.
then ate another right hook. And
Ow.
it gets even more brutal. Nigga started throwing him, bouncing him off of walls, then carrying
that's
him
bad.
to
You knew that was bad when it was he was fast enough to not only yeet you across like that, hit you in the wall, you falling, then he just snatch you out the air. Let's go somewhere else, shall we? That's that bullshit. That there is that bullshit.
slam him into another wall.
Get speared.
And this fight was all but over.
Right,
Shredder
throw
was
in the
about
damn
to kill
towel.
Splinter for a second time, but his arm started tweaking out because of the mutagen. But even though his arm was having a seizure, it didn't stop him. Man still threw him and shatters his ankle with their size 25 ass feet. So with all hope lost, Splinter decided to protect my family. I'm gonna have to sacrifice myself. So he throws a kunai at some conveniently placed bombs, and they both fall down into a seamlessly never-ending pit. So while they're free-falling, they're still throwing hands.
Of course.
Splinter's throwing rights while Shredder's dragging them down a pillar. They was going so crazy, Splinter Mike Tyson that nigga bit his ass. Probably
With
gave him
Pharaoh
rabies
again.
since he a rat. But Shredder ends up hitting a steel beam, and Splinter keeps on falling, and he hits the steel beam on the back of his head. And then he hit another one, and then he hit another one, until he finally hit the bottom. The fact that he survived this is insane.
That part.
But that man was walking no time soon. His leg was shattered, turned into a straight spaghetti noodle. And Shredder, he climbed out of the pit. Not surprising at all. But Shredder was not done beating on these niggas. Because later on the surface, you just see Leonardo go flying into a car while Shredder just walking up trying to kill this man. So he grabs him and tries to squeeze the life out of him. But April and Karai come in and save this man, thinking that they could hold this man back. But they ended up realizing that this man Shredder don't give a damn if you man, woman, reptile, or rat. He's still gonna beat your ass.
You catch these hands.
So
Everybody
April
can catch
threw a hot
hands
dog stand
equally.
at this nigga with her force abilities, but this was just crazy. Bro turned and thunderclapped her.
Take the force.
When dude mutated, he really took half of Hulk's moveset.
He did.
This is ridiculous.
He really did.
First the throw slam, and now the thunderclap.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So they keep on fighting, and Karai stabs him in the neck, but she ends up getting backhanded, and he kicks April and sends her rolling.
How did she not
uses the
just
force
die?
again, pushes that man back, and lo and behold, guess who came to join the fight? So with the help of Truck-kun, they had to think this man was dead. It was
Gotta
a
love
truck tanker, for
Truck-kun.
Christ's sake. The nigga blew up the block. But soon they realized this was no ordinary menace.
Nah.
Bro ate that shit.
You took a hit from
A
Truck-kun?
full-powered attack from Truck-kun.
You took
Then
a
he
hit from
decided to
Truck-kun.
Pick it up and throw that hoe at him. Karai was lucky as hell April had this force shit, because her little ass would have been squashed.
Dead.
But you know who
Super
did get
dead.
squashed? Leonardo. Bro ran at him at full speed trying to recover, jumps up, Superman punch, slams him on the ground, and is about to
Dang.
kill
He
him.
can't
But
breathe.
here come Karai trying to plead and get through to this man. And then here comes Shredder ugly ass like,
Daughter, please, I didn't mean to hurt you.
He did though.
Call me father.
He
but she
did
looked
though.
at this man dead in the face and told him,
You're not my dad!
so Shredder was cooked. She punched this man in the heart, physically and mentally. So he had to retreat because he
Vomiting.
knew his emotions would get the best of him. And after that whole sequence, this man done caught I don't know how many cases of attempted murder and assault. This shit is not countable anymore, along with the child abuse and the animal abuse. Like
Lame
damn.
ass
So when
ending.
Shredder got back to base, this man started fiending for more mutagen. He told Stockman,
Hey nigga, I need some more of that good shit.
even Tiger Claw tried to stop him, but he punched him across the room and slammed Stockman's head and said,
Shoot me up with that good shit.
He needed
Yes, master. So Shredder shot more mutagen into him, making this man a whole fucking addict. And with doing that, Shredder lost all emotional attachments. He did not care for Karai anymore. In all actuality, the nigga actually woke up from his delusional last dream. Nigga finally realized, damn, that ain't my daughter. That's my biggest ops daughter. So shit, I might as well just go kill the bitch. And that's what he decided to do. All his weaknesses were gone. So later on, he finds Karai's hideout. That's got multiple mutants in there. And he busts down the door and just starts going off. Leatherhead tried to tackle him. He boots this big ass gator, slashed his kick to the side. Telekinetic monkey man comes in from the top rope, but gets
everybody.
Then slashing Leatherhead, just start getting their ass beat. Nigga hit a whole combo on this fat ass gator, then threw him into a whole PC setup. And the whole thing just caught on fire. That's how you know that PC was a straight toaster. And after he set the place on fire, he straight up told Karai,
I'm here to kill you, bitch.
And this man held nothing back at all. She was having to fight for her life. She even told them, yo, we're all gonna die in this fire if you don't stop. But this is when we knew this man had no more attachments.
Don't care.
He told her,
it is fitting that you die in a fire, just like your mother.
He didn't even care about Tang Shin no more. He straight up acknowledges now, yo, I killed that bitch, and I'm about to do the same to you. So with all her rage, she tried to stab this man in the heart.
Didn't
but the
work
sword
though.
broke. And just by this face, she knew she was about to see her mama.
Messed
Shredder, electric when God fists her ass.
I can't breathe. That's what it
He can't breathe.
Off of the second floor.
Yeah,
and then she also
you.
had debris of the building landing on her. She was cooked, and Shredder looked at her lifeless body and walked away, leaving her to burn alive. Ah, man. Yeah, that's arson, attempted murder, assault, animal abuse, etc. He laid out every motherfucker in there.
Yeah.
1v5
He
and
sure did.
wiped the whole team.
Yeah.
So after this, Karai had to go to the hospital, and I'm surprised her ass ain't died. But I mean, shit, I guess it's kind of impressive. You survived a Shoryuken from a 500-pound nigga with pure muscle. Even though her neck broke as fuck, at least she get to live another day. But after this, Splinter said enough is enough. I'm killing this nigga tonight. So later that night, on top of this skyscraper, Splinter and a team that consisted of Raphael, April, Slash, and Casey's sorry ass decided to confront Shredder. So they patiently waited on top of this building until he appeared.
And how's that go for him?
So the final showdown between Rat and Super Nigga began, and both these men knew tonight one of us is not leaving this rooftop alive.
That's
so
right.
they get to squabbling, and Shredder's already sending both flying. And look at him!
Yeah, this is not good. I don't like
trying
this.
to not get squashed, but he gets grabbed, got flung in the air, then gets his spine shattered.
Oh god!
So then here comes Slash, oversized ass, coming to get his ass whooped again. Just
Always
to get
getting his ass whooped.
and throws this obese turtle into this sign. Bro really hit him with the Mario 64. So long, Gay Bowser. Ass throw. You know there's gotta be a reference because
how
Bro
you
looks like
whole
Bowser's
like
fat
snapping
ass.
turtle and don't never be doing
but this did nothing but just
useful.
piss him off. He jumped on this man's back and started stabbing him while Casey was hitting him with drive-bys. But he slams him off of him and pounds his face in. Niggas started beating his shit like y'all nasty niggas when y'all saw Sue Storm. So he boots Raphael across the building and he ends up hitting Casey and he started flying off the building. That man started falling 30 floors high.
It's
So
all
then here
bad.
come April mad as shit. And wait a minute, stop. That hair. I've seen you somewhere before.
Haven't you though?
I'm a new superhero.
Yeah.
I'm Syndrome.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
So the reincarnation of Syndrome started throwing debris at him, but Syndrome in this universe was still sorry as hell. Bro got crushed in one hit. You should have listened to Mr. Incredible all those years when he told you, go home, kid. Because you're still sorry as hell. So with everybody cooked, it was all up Splinter. So Splinter entered a flow state and started cooking. He pushed Bro back and gave him this crazy midair 6-kick combo. Then ended up cutting off both of his claws in succession. And he actually brought Super Shredder to his knees.
And then what
Sadly for
happens?
Splinter, this was the beginning of the end. When he walked up to deliver the final blow, Shredder smacks this man upright, bounces him like a basketball, then he runs up to him, then grabs his face and starts beating the life out of him, throwing him like a frisbee and shit. This was terrible. So while Splinter was just down and out, and Shredder started running towards him, he had one little trick left up his sleeve. He had a little rope in his sword that he used to trip Shredder up and make him glide and fall off the building. So Raphael and them was happy as shit, thinking that they beat Shredder.
They didn't.
But dear God, the
They
worst
didn't.
was yet to come.
They didn't.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Stab this nigga! And Shredder could finally say, for the second time and permanently,
Mato Yoshi is dead!
You don't need pants for the victory dance, cause Baboon's better than Weasel. IR Baboon, big star cartoon.
throws this man's corpse off the building, falling all the way from the top of that roof.
To the bottom. Yep. Good job.
So I guess second time's the charm, because Splinter was dead.
Ain't no fixing the timeline this time. Yeah.
Shredder won. He completed his lifelong crusade of hatred and killed the man he hated the most, his own brother.
Good times.
Over a bitch.
Good times. Good times.
You killed your brother over a shorty
That you don't even have.
Twice. This is
And
a type of hatred I've never
you can
seen
and don't
before.
even have.
Oh, there's a disturbance in the force with this one. And
It's
you know what's crazy?
all bad.
Karai didn't even get to go to the funeral.
Nope.
Because her ass was in a coma.
Correct.
This man teared a whole family apart over some damn coochie.
Yes, he did.
Lord have mercy, my brothers. We must stay focused. We must
Please
stay
and
focused.
thank you.
So after this
Silly little
tragedy,
humans.
the turtle said, nah, this nigga gotta die. We inheriting the beef. So they dressed up in all black for this man's funeral because they was about to slide on his ass.
They really
so later
was.
that day,
They
they
didn't
arrived
feel-
to Shredder's
they felt
crib,
the type of
and
way.
he was waiting for these boys. This nigga was standing on top of the roof with a Molotov just ore farming. So he lit his $2.5 million mansion on fire just so they could all get on the roof.
That's
this
right.
man is sacrificing literally anything and everything to end their bloodline. First
Yeah.
his body, and now his crib.
He don't
The
care.
final battle
Does
started.
not
They was
care.
jumping Shredder in perfect sync. But even though they were masters of jump jitsu, it still didn't work. Shredder was still beating them like they stole something. This man kicked Michelangelo so hard, the nigga swung his body like 6 times. Then after this, he full sends him across the roof. So at
All
this
bad.
point, Shredder just started
All
singling him
bad.
out. First, he goes after Donatello. Sweet Chin Music's his smart ass and eliminates him from the battle. Next was
that's
Mikey.
one.
You cannot tell me this man is not taking this seriously right now. This man is emoting, doing his little dancey dance. So he came down, but Shredder just dodged it, grabs his nunchucks, slams him on the vent, and punching him out the arena. Mikey
That's
got
two.
fucking clobbered. So Leonardo and Raphael were the last two standing, and this evisceration just didn't stop. Look at what he just did to Raphael. He just casually grabbed this man and flipped like an acrobat, then planted his face in the ground. This is just nasty work at this point. But Raphael was not about to go out like
Nah,
that. Because
you're
out
not
of all
putting
the
Raph out
turtles,
like that.
this nigga is a fucking menace.
Nah,
he
yeah.
started whooping this nigga, slamming him through
You feel
walls,
me?
and
Again.
slamming his face on this pipe repeatedly until he broke this man's neck. And he just looking at his hunched over body like, yeah, nigga, fuck you talking about, cuz? I spun from my pouch, fuck, nigga. But even though Raphael turned
Not
into the
gonna work.
reincarnation of King Von for a second, that man still got up and said, get off my property.
Facts.
That man told
That's
Satan's greatest soldier, stay
3.
your ass in hell, nigga. So the last man standing was, of course, Leonardo.
Of course,
So
why
Shredder
wouldn't it be?
continues his onslaught and proceeds to beat this man to death. That man Leonardo was fighting for any ounce of plot armor he could get, because his ass was
Let me get
about
a
to
little
see
bit.
God.
Just
So
a
he ends
tiny
up
ounce.
breaking his
Oh,
arm.
no.
Phil sends him about 20
My
yards.
wrist.
And this looks like
That's
the
how you look.
end for the Ninja Turtles. Shredder walked up to his body and said,
This is the end, Nigga Turtle.
but that last bit of plot armor kicked in for Leonardo. He ends up
I
seeing
definitely have to
Splinter's
play
Force
that.
Ghost. And Splinter
Space
told him,
Marines,
my
too.
son, I swear to God, if you do not kill this nigga, I cannot rest in peace. Wake up, my son. Kill this hating ass nigga. So
I mean,
Leonardo
that
tapped
is
into
pretty
the
much how that
Avatar
goes.
state, and he done officially inherited the beef. He got Splinter's spirit in him now. So he starts going crazy and puts Shredder in a whole blender. So then he picked
I'm
back
serious,
up his
serious.
And with all his rage and his hatred passed down from his daddy to him, he ended the cycle.
That's right.
Leonardo decapitated this man.
That's
And
right.
After he decapitated, bro, Leonardo walked back over to everybody with his head
And
displayed
flexes.
it, and drops this man's head on the ground, finally putting it into the shredder.
Good times.
I lied.
Yeah. You ain't know the.
Now,
Yeah.
hold on there. You
Yeah.
thought this was
'Cause
over,
why
didn't
not?
you? You
Nah.
thought we was gonna glaze the nigga in the trial and get ready for the next video. No, nigga, we're not done. There is something
'Cause
that
why
this
not?
man did that cannot be ignored.
It was
and
quite
that is why
sinister.
we're having a special exhibit. Exhibit S.
Let's go with his
meaning the
exhibits.
bat. So Shredder decided to
Not many
expand his
people have done
criminal
this
empire.
one.
So the city he chose to expand his operations in is none other than like the most
Gotham.
dangerous city of all time, Gotham. And I mean, why not? It's fucking open
It's
season
Gotham.
over there.
Huh.
I mean, criminals break out of Arkham every day because the security's just
Ass.
Like dead ass. It happens every Saturday. These niggas gotta be blind or something. But even though this police force is hot garbage, if
It's
you
okay.
are a criminal here, there is one man that you will fear. And that is
yeah.
none other than
Then
a
the bat.
rich man in a bat suit. So one fateful night, Batman was getting jumped by a bunch of foot ninja, but by nobody's surprise, these boys
They
are
was
like
getting
this
cooked.
man.
Yeah,
Just
they was
another
getting
day in the
cooked.
office for Gotham's greatest detective. So after he finishes whooping every single one of their asses, he picks up this one foot ninja and starts interrogating him like, who the fuck are you? And why the fuck are you in my city?
Pretty
When the
much.
foot ninja started speaking, he catches a shuriken to the dome. And it
Yeah.
was by none other than Shredder. This
Yeah.
man was not playing around. He said snitches get stitches. I mean,
Facts.
you already know the nigga does not like rats. So why would
At
you
all.
decide to be a rat? So Batman tried to get him down with his grappling
No,
gun.
sir.
But Shredder just turned around and just
Was like,
cut
are you
that junk
serious?
off.
Right.
So he decides to drop down to the ground because he's already made his decision to run the hands. And he wanted this too. He said,
It's facts.
I know who you are, Bat. Do you know what this would do for my legacy if I beat your ass? So me
He's not
versus
wrong.
you, one-on-one.
He's not
no
wrong.
prep time, nigga.
So
Not
Shredder threw a
wrong.
smoke bomb and the battle for the best hand throw on the planet began. So Shredder comes in swinging, but Batman activates that Ultra Instinct. But Shredder does a good
Good luck
flip
trying to hit
move,
him.
knee
Right.
to the torso.
It hurts.
And he got that man Batman staggered. Then he grabs my goat and throws him across the room.
He did,
And that man
though.
Batman was shook. He was
He
like,
did, though.
holy shit. I ain't never fought no nigga like this.
Yeah.
What makes it worse, this nigga ain't give me no fucking prep time. So Batman pops up
It's okay.
and throws a bunch of batarangs at him. But this is when Shredder showed that he was on another level.
He
Rose
did.
started punching
Through him.
the
Through him,
batarangs.
yeah. It was
Batman
cold.
couldn't even
It
zone
was
this
cold.
man out.
Nigga, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So Shredder gets back in range and starts pressuring
It's okay,
him again.
though.
But Shredder whips a roundhouse, gets the other one blocking his leg taken
Yep.
out. Then Batman grabs his head.
Don't be stupid.
Slams it on the
Time to
rail.
use some health.
So then this man Shredder was shook. He was thinking, God damn. This motherfucker just gave me at least stage 2 CTE.
That's
But
right.
Batman was not done with the counter game. Shredder gets up against counter
Get some more.
again and slams on the
Stupid.
ground. Then he gets up again, starts trying to run his offense.
I'm not
Then
done
gets
yet.
countered again.
That's right.
Oh, Master Bruce is reading that nigga. So then he comes flying in with a roundhouse. But
All right,
Shredder
so we
blocks
gotta
his strikes,
try it
slams
again.
his head on the control panel, but then he went in for the killing blow and
You
missed.
almost died.
But then here go Batman's super strong ass. Nigga shatters
That's what
his
happens when you
claws with his
lift.
bare hands, then booted him off of him. Then he blocks his next strike, then shatters his other claw. So then he judo throws him, then knees
You know your
this
back.
man's head
Oh,
into a
your back
control
and your
panel.
head
Hit him
hurts
hard,
so
he indented
bad.
his head into it. But Shredder was not about to get bitched like this. He gets up and lands a nice ass combo.
Oh, your
then
ribs.
shatters his ass throat.
Oh, he
You
can't
no wonder
breathe.
Batman be talking like this half the damn time.
Yeah, 'cause he
This
can't
man just
breathe.
deleted his trachea. So
You feel
Batman
me?
kicks him off of him. And both these boys was cooked. They was putting it all on the line for their legacy.
That's all
This was
that.
that once in a lifetime John Cena versus The Rock match.
It was.
Ron versus Steph, Christmas Day. These niggas was leaving it all on the court.
It
so
had to happen.
Batman jumps down. And right when he jumped, this fight was over. Shredder started charging up the Sato Oshi strike.
Yeah,
A legendary
it was-
Foot Clan technique that will kill you on impact. And it
Yeah.
is also deadly to the person that uses it.
That's
how
right.
you know this man Shredder was putting it all on the line.
He didn't
so
care.
he hits this man Batman dead in the chest.
Yeah,
and it was
it
over.
hurts.
This man's soul left
Yeah,
his
impact
body and he got flung into some steel pipes. And Batman, my goat,
He
was
did.
cooked.
He did. I
Internal
didn't-
bleeding like crazy and knocked
Didn't
the
like
fuck
it.
out. Even
I
Shredder
didn't
was
like- I
struggling
didn't like
to
it
get up
either.
after using that
I'm
attack.
sorry, Babs.
Now, obviously, Batman survived this attack.
Obviously,
Let's
he's
be fair,
Batman.
This is the same nigga that
Dodged
a
Omega
fucking
beams.
Omega beam, but it was all worth it to him. Because Shredder could say officially for his legacy, he beat Batman one-on-one with straight hands.
Hands. Yeah,
The Shredder trial.
he did. He did.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final spreadsheet of the 2012 Shredder. And all I gotta say is, damn. Just damn. Now, since this is the end of the Shredder trials,
Yes,
if
it
I
is.
had to rank the 3 Shredders that we did, I would
Okay,
rank
let's
them
rank
as
'em.
follows. Bronze medal, Tengu.
Yeah,
Silver medal,
agreed.
Utrom.
Agreed.
And first place goes to none other than the 2012 Shredder.
Well,
and there is
obviously.
a reason why. With Utrom, I would say he is the purest of evil out of all of them.
Oh,
But
yeah.
The reason that I put the 2012
Oh, yeah.
version over this man is because he's also pure evil.
Oh, yeah.
But the lengths of
He's just-
hatred he went to are
For-
insane.
to-
Trying
for-
to kill
for
a
the
man
hate.
over a bitch.
Just
taking
for-
his daughter,
just for the
killing
end
your
of the
ex,
day
killing
type
your
of-
dad,
yeah.
annihilating your clan,
Yeah, that guy's-
raising and gaslighting the daughter to hate her actual father, then being one of the worst dads to ever grace the planet.
Pretty
and
much.
Speaking of the planet, sacrificing it and yourself
Multiple
to kill
times.
the man you hated the
Multiple
most.
times.
Then sacrificing your humanity to kill him again. That is why I have put this man at the #1 spot.
I agree.
So congratulations to 2012 and Utrom. You have made the round table. Sorry, Tengu, but you didn't make the cut. Nigga.
I agree again.
Oh.
Wow, not the yelling. Oh, it's all. You gonna cry?
So sad. Anyways,
well.
man, that concludes the Shredder trials.
Yeah.
Now I know this video was long as shit.
Yeah,
but,
it's okay.
If you made it this far, drop a like.
Yeah.
See if people actually listen to me yap for like an hour. And yes, the
You know?
elephant in the room. I know I was gone for like 3 months, my nigga. I'm sorry. So to make up for that, 2 videos a month till the summer. I'm not saying a whole year yet because I gotta see if I can do this shit first. But I gotta believe in myself. Dear God, help me.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I wasn't here for a little period either. I'm not saying what he just said, but with the obvious, that means I'll have things to do. Nevertheless, if just like he said, if you made it this far in the video, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, push the subscribe button. Be subscribed. Join the Infinite Army. Discord, that's a thing. Social media, that's also a thing. All those things are below. You know where to find them. All right. In the meantime, between time, good night, good morning, all the good. See, I haven't done this in a minute, so Englishing, I do it bad. You know, if you're not new, you know that already. But if you're new, yeah, you made it this far, and I English bad. Omnipotent Space Amphibian, I am bad Englishing. Englisher, there you go. Anyway, good night, good morning, all of the good shit. I will see you later. The more you hit the like button, the sooner the later will be. There you go. Later.